Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland here. 2017 Hamel Bull Riding and Rodeo is in the books for round number 1 right here in Hamel, Minnesota. And a lot of things happened tonight, setting the stage for the next 4. We're going to go to the bareback riding. We had a slew of rides in the bareback riding, but nobody could beat. Well, 2017 Hamel Bull Riding and Rodeo Bonanza right here, and the big guns are coming out to play. You got a nice little shiny belt buckle you won just last December down in Las Vegas, and we got to chat about that. How has that changed your life?
It's just everything I could ever imagine it would be to walk around as the champion of the world. You know, you get to be in that elite group that's got a gold buckle, and all I really want to do is defend it and get 5 more of them.
You know, and let's talk about not even a world championship, but you're quite a wealthy man right now with some performances you've had in Arlington, Texas for the RFD TV's The American too.
Yeah, I mean, what a year, you know, especially in Dallas when you get to go at the American. The American is a special event on its own. So just to compete there alone is something special, but to win it is something, you know, on the 2 horses that I did. You know, I got to get on Jim Dandy again. You know, I love that horse. I won Pendleton on that horse. And then to have a show stomper in the finals and to have a real straight up dogfight for my first ever 90 to win $100,000. I mean, that was just so spectacular for me in my life.
It was awesome. And let's talk about how mainstream the rodeo has gotten and the demands at Cowboy Christmas go on you guys, because you guys are running Hamel, you're running Night Sandy, you're running Spooner, and then you go north of the border and you're sitting in Pool B 5 days from now for Calgary Stampede.
Yeah, we've been rodeoing every day since the 30th of June, and it hasn't stopped. We got 3 more left, and I got 2 more days. We had to charter a little plane to get us around for 3 days during the 4th. We hit 5 rodeos in 3 days, and it's been tough. It's brutally demanding, but you know what? There's always that saying, you got to spend money to make money, and my rig did so good over the 4th. You know, I was so proud of my traveling partners, and I had a great 4th as well. So it all worked out, and it all made sense in the end of the day.
Well, you're making the Midwest very proud, and a great, you know, ambassador to the great state of Iowa. And Tanner Ross up north here in Minnesota, he's doing fantastic too.
Yeah, you know, the Midwest is really showing up in the bareback ride with me and Tanner being number 1, number 2 in the world. So I can't say anything more about Tanner. I love Tanner. He's a good friend of mine, and I'm just glad to be where I'm at, and I just plan on just keep doing what I do every time I nod my head, and that's try to be the best version of myself on a bucking horse.
Now here's the question. We got roper rider, we got trick riders that are on TV. They're doing all this crazy obstacle stuff. When the heck are we going to see a bareback riding team on a Spartan Challenge?
I tell you what, if they call us and invite us, we can probably find a team to do it.
Well, there you go. Listen up. They want on next season. Are you guys going to win it all?
Oh, yeah.
Now, has roper rider given you any information? Because they're tight-lipped. They're not going to let us know how they did. Have they talked to you?
No, they're pretty tight-lipped on it. I think that's a pretty serious deal if you open your mouth to tell how that thing went down. So they haven't said anything to us.
Awesome. Well, next year, we look forward to seeing you. And, hey, have a great run the rest of your time, and good luck in Calgary.
Thank you very much.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland here, 2017 Hamel Bull Riding Bonanza just about to begin with world champion, Mr. Tim O'Connell. Well, he talked about what the success was here in Hamel, and his success he had tonight, like I said, 80.5 points, currently sitting at number 2, solidly in the second place position with 4 to go. 4 performances left to go to find out who's going to win the 2017 bareback riding in the Hamel. But let's take a look at his ride before we go to break, and let's see what the hype is all about with 80.5 points aboard his horse here tonight.
Hey, looking good. Come on, ride with the champ. Tim O'Connell, Swingle, Iowa.
Well, tonight in the steer wrestling, it was close to setting an arena record. We had a 3-3, but it turned into a 13-3 with a broken barrier. Tough luck for Brent Belcom, but I'll tell you what, it was still a fast night down on that arena floor with a 4 flat put in by Cody Cabral from Hilo, Hawaii. He makes the best of that whole long right here, Hilo, Hawaii, and he was solidly sitting with a 4.0 time. I'll tell you what, I don't think anybody's going to beat him. He's going to set to take home a whole lot of money here at the 2017 Hamel Rodeo to take home down to Hawaii, a long trip. And what a great run it is. You can see the re-ride horses behind me into that arena. And then we go into the tie-down roping. The tie-down roping was something fun to watch tonight as well. There was, some broken barriers and some bad runs, but we put down a 9.0. Dane Kissick of Spearfish, South Dakota, another Midwest Cowboy, takes home the round 1 win and sets the standings going into round 2 tomorrow night in the tie-down roping. Saddle bronc riding tonight was loaded, my friends. Loaded is it was crazy. Jade Blackwell, you saw taking his re-ride right back here, but tonight, it was a man that is probably the best saddle bronc rider going up and down the road in the world right now that has never won a world champion, and as a wild man. They say he is from Oklahoma, from Coleman, Oklahoma, but it is actually an Iowa cowboy for you. Boxholm, Iowa is where he calls home. He was down here with his dad, took his dad home last night, and we sat down and talked to him before his ride to talk to him about what family means going up and down the trail and how his 4th of July and his Cowboy Christmas run has been thus far. So let's take a moment, kick it back, and let's go over to Wade Sundell and see what he has to say prior to round number 1 here tonight in Hamel, Minnesota. 2017 Hamel Rodeo, hometown Minnesota Rodeo, and Iowa Cowboy and everybody's lucky charm, the wild man Wade Sundell. We're proud to have you back again.
Oh, I'm glad to be here. It's been a long time. It'll be fun.
Yeah. And let's talk about it. You've had quite the Cowboy Christmas. You've been running. You just dropped your dad off at home yesterday. Talk to us a little bit about what that means to have your family on the road with you.
Well, I was by myself over the 4th, and Dad, he had to get his shoulder worked on, so he wasn't doing nothing. And I said, well, you just well come along and hang out. So it was good. Pops and I just got to chill out, make the 4th run, and it was good. We had lots of fun and won a bunch of money, so it's rocking and rolling again.
Absolutely. And this event is kind of like a lot of the bigger rodeos where they have a certain amount of performances, but it's not each performance you win. You have to wait till the end. Does that make a different mentality on you, or you just kind of let it go and and see what happens and go on to the next one and not think about it?
Well, just hopefully you can wow these judges here on that first perf, and they don't forget about it, and everything will work out good, But that's always good. Just start out good at the first one, and then just kind of builds it from there. So
absolutely, and the Cowboy Christmas is very important to how people and where the world standings look at going into the remainder of the season. It can really set guys up for making a trip to Las Vegas.
Oh, absolutely, and I hadn't been anywhere. I've been to 7 rodeos this year and starting to get me some money won up, so hopefully we just keep climbing aboard and we'll get there before long.
Absolutely you will, and first stop right here in Minnesota, Hamel Rodeo. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland, 2017 Hamel Bull Riding and Bonanza right here with the wild man himself, Wade Sundell. Well, as always, it's a fun interview with the wild man, Wade Sundell. You never know what he's going to say, but, he's always talking from the heart, and he had a round-winning ride, which sets the pace going into tomorrow night again with 78.5 points. Smart guy, a J-Bar J horse, and he was fantastic. And I'll tell you what, let's take a look at his ride, and then we're going to come back and talk a little bit about his experiences and what he has to look forward to in the next couple days going up and down the rodeo.
Our bucket horse, this is going to be good. Here we go. Come on, Hamel. Wade Sundell making it look easy.
Well, I'll tell you what, just like that, 78.5 points. I didn't quite agree with the score. I think it should have been scored a little bit more. But I'll tell you what, all the scores tonight were a little low in my book, but a little low for everybody means that's what it is. And, you know, at least it's even for everybody in round 2. I hope that they continue that through the next 4 rounds. Team roping, 6-2 put on by Ryan Hutton and Chase Hansen. Texas and Idaho Cowboys for you, 6-2 in the team roping. Was a phenomenal run, but it could not beat the 5-7 of home state Minnesota Cowboys. Joe Jacobson and Jimmy Jacobson wowed the crowd and had a 5.7 run to win round 1 and set the record straight heading into round number 2 and a consecutive 3 rounds following that. We hope that they can take home some home state money, but time will tell right there. I'll tell you what, right after that, we were going to go into the Cowgirl professional barrel racing, and the times were blazing tonight, and it was just right down to the wire, a 16-15 from a Logan, Iowa Cowgirl for you. Stacy Barney was going to take home the win. We had the top is 5 and a 16, which is going to be huge for the next 4 rounds. Bull riding, we had the novice and the permit bull riding go earlier, but nobody was able to cover that. But we had 3 of the permit riders also enter up in the pro division, and one of those riders that bucked off in the permit, Brett Custer, made the most of his second ride, 73 points on top of goosenecks for the Elk City, Oklahoma Cowboy for you. You might know that last name. He is the son to legendary and world champion bull rider Cody Custer. But nobody could beat the 84 points that would split the round tonight with Garrick Tribble out of Bristow, Oklahoma on Spotted Canyon. And Nate Perry from Elk City, Oklahoma, he put an 84-point ride on Cougar as well. But getting back to Brett Custer, you know, it's interesting to hear the story with him and his dad, and I was able to catch up with him prior to the beginning of the bull riding here in Hamel on Thursday night, night number 1. Let's see what he had to say about growing up under the lights of legendary bull rider and world champion Cody Custer. Well, 2017 Hamel Rodeo and Bull Riding Bonanza is almost complete for round 1, but we've got 2 events left, the barrel race and the bull riding. And my next guest, Brett Custer, is a member of the bull riding for round number 1. You might know the last name. I don't know why, but hey, what an honor it is to have a legendary name within the rodeo world here and a prodigy of your dad.
Yes, sir. Oh, my dad's always just told me not to live in his shadow, to go be my own person. And they announce a lot that I'm the son of Cody Custer, world champ. And he's always just told me to block that out and go be myself and not try to be him, you know.
Absolutely. And you know, and you and your family are the most down-to-earth people I have ever met in my entire life. I'm good friends with your dad. I see him down in Vegas. But like you said, and he's told me, he sat down with me and said, my son is out there, but he's doing it for himself. And that means a lot, not only from him, but you knowing that yourself. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Oh, he's been a big inspiration to me, you know, just being my dad and being a world champ. And he's always just helped me in whatever way I needed, been there, and he's kind of been a little overprotective sometimes, you know, kind of made me mad, wouldn't let me get on it some places, but he knew it was what was best for me, and he didn't let me buy my permit till after I finished my high school season of basketball. I didn't start pro rodeo until I was 19, just after I turned 19. So he knows what he's doing, so I listen to him, and it's kind of a smart thing to do.
Exactly, and you know, he's a very big advocate for having the kids grow up on the calves and steers that are rideable, to learn the basics. Did he instill that in you, or were you kind of one of those rebels and broke that barrier a little bit?
Oh, I broke the barrier one time. I talked him into letting me get on a mini bull one time, and I kind of had my hands full with that one. Kind of got roughed up, hung up, and you know, after that I kind of knew he knew what he was talking about. there's been places where that I haven't been allowed to get on. I entered and we showed up and the bulls weren't what he expected, and he didn't let me get on, and it made me mad, but he was helping me out in the long run.
Who do you travel with now? Well, you can't beat a world champion bloodline for one other world champion bloodline, and you got a great draw here tonight to try to put some points on the board here in Hamel.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And if you hear him, his excitement and, talking about his dad not letting him and waiting to get his card and his permit and everything else. But I'll tell you what, tonight he made the most of it. Like I said, 73 points in the money. He's down there quite a bit, and I doubt he's going to take home any, but he still put a point on the board, 73 points. So let's sit back and let's watch that bull ride that Brett Custer put him on aboard Goosenecks for 73 points, and then we're going to come back and close off the night from round number 1 here in Hamel, Minnesota.
65 points inside before it starts. That's what I'm talking about. That's where I'd quit right there. Like, 65 points, I'm walking away. Give me the money. Ain't nobody rode yet. He'd be winning it.
Nobody rode yet, but I think we're going to get our first qualified ride right here.
You told them they have to ride for 8 seconds to get a score?
Yes, they know that.
Okay.
They know that.
All right.
Let's go to the number 3 man of the Prairie Pro Rodeo Circuit, Brett Custer, Elk City, Oklahoma. Won about $4,000 a couple weeks ago in Ponca, Nebraska, where he won the bull riding at the Days of 56 Rodeo with an 84-point bull ride. Goosenecks is the bull for Hamel Pro Rodeo. Look at this. Yes. Come on, Hamel, you're too quiet.
Well, folks, that's going to wrap things up right here in Hamel Live, right down here on the arena floor. I'll tell you what a great performance, number 1 it is. We have 4 to go, and the entire Rodeo Roundup and MidwestRodeo.com team is going to be here each and every night to bring you post-show recaps, and we're going to try to go live depending on the Wi-Fi, so stick around. Watch for the updates on Facebook if we're going to be able to go live or not for a post-show with some special guests. If not, we'll continue to do it just like we are here tonight, where we'll tape it and we'll go ahead and do that. And hey, look at this. We don't get this very often. Pro rodeo announcer and the voice of Hamel, Davey Kim. Davey, no, come here, man, real quick. Come here. No, you've been talking all night. Get over here, buddy. You know what? Minnesota cowboy for you, but not Minnesota anymore. Wherever your trailer takes you, that's where you go. But hey, we're very happy to have you right back here in Hamel to bring you back home to Minnesota.
It's great to be here. Beautiful night. Great first night here at Hamel.
Great first night, and I love the first trick that John Harrison did out there. He shut the entire place down. I don't know how he did it.
I know, he turned the lights out. But you know what, a professional, because he went ahead and rolled on and did his trick act in the dark almost.
Yeah, trick riding in the dark is not easy, but you know what? 2 world class, an announcer, and a specialty acting barrel man, and top-notch cowboys and cowgirls here all weekend long. Sherry Servey up tomorrow night in the barrel racing. Ton of world champions, and they're all heading to Calgary after this.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a great week here in Hamel. You need to come out and have fun with us.
Yeah, absolutely. Now I'll let you.
Performances left.
That's it. Now I'll let you go do what you're going to do.
All right.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Hetland here, rounding out performance number 1 in Hamel, Minnesota, and we'll be right back here tomorrow night, 7:30. Come on out. Tickets available at the door. We'll see you right back here, same time, same place, tomorrow night, Hamel, Minnesota, Cochran Lions Park, and the rodeo grounds. In Cahoots following, so everybody stick around after the rodeo. Head on up with all of us from Rodeo Roundup to In Cahoots for the party never stops.